Greetings. Tonight is Halloween, or we call it Samhain. This is the Celtic New Year, and we're going out, aren't we?
We're dressed up for it.
You look so fierce, darling. And we're now going to go to the Witches Museum, and it's lit by candlelight, and it's going to be awesome. Why don't you follow us? Yes?
Yeah.
Shall we lead the way? Let's lead the way. Come.
Marima voodoo though, she put a spell on you. Marima voodoo though, she put a spell on you. Marima voodoo though, she's a witch queen of New Orleans, of New Orleans. I'm gonna tell you a story, strange as it might seem, of Zion voodoo queen and the witch queen of New Orleans. She lived in a world of magic, possessed by the devil's skew. From a shack near the swamp back where the mud cat lay, a witch queen where witches grew. Marima voodoo though, she put a spell on you. Marima voodoo though, she put a spell on you. Marima voodoo though, she's a witch queen of New Orleans. I know a nipper and he wanna buy voodoo of any kind. She had lotions and potions from the China League, guaranteed to blow your mind. Early one morning at the back of Swamp Dew, and he stabbed her with his eye. Well, she never returned to the place I knew. A witch queen never died. Marima voodoo though, she put a spell on you. Marima voodoo though, she put a spell
I
on you.
love the style of those drawings.
Yeah, exactly. That's the crow I told you about.
Yeah.
This is the chap, I'm sure.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Marima voodoo though, she's a witch queen of New Orleans.
Clay. It is proper clay.
It's a woman, it's a hair woman. I
Yeah,
love that.
that is very good. The ceramic hair woman came to the museum in 1997.
97, she was hold on, can you
Yeah, she was made in the 1960s by the late
Lionel
Lionel
Miskin.
Miskin.
He describes the imagery that's like the superhuman animal headed Egyptian gods. The black back for night, pale front for day. Oh, it's black at the back.
Yeah.
The black Pluto figure in the underworld womb, and the two dancers in the music of existence.
Well, it covers quite a lot of things, really. I mean, I very much like dealing with the public, and I spend most of my time on the booth. Just obviously a lot of it is just greeting people, but having interesting conversations with people, answering their questions. Also, of course, we find out a lot from people who visit the museum. Quite often, people come in with really interesting ideas, or they say, oh, you know, my grandmother had something like one of the things you've got in the museum, and they tell us how it was used. And you know, we really do find that our visitors are one of our most useful sources of information.
That's very nice to know, Joyce. And Joyce, you told me about this cross that I found in Boscastle. Could you just briefly explain to me what it stands for?
Well, obviously the most obvious symbol is the ankh, which is
Can you see that? It's beautiful. And it's an Egyptian ankh, isn't it?
Yes, which is the ancient Egyptian symbol of life. But this one is interesting because it has other symbols incorporated into it. And in fact, now that I can see it really well in the light, I can see that just there is what is known as the backbone of Horus, the backbone of Osiris, the Jed pillar, which is a symbol of Osiris, who was the god of the afterlife. This long sort of rod here with this interesting little sloping head at the top is the scepter of Set. Who was one of the really ancient gods of Egypt and was a god of the desert and desert storms. And so often thought of as a god of destruction. And at the top here, we have, I'm fairly certain that is Isis, who is kind of a manifestation of the mother goddess. She was really important in the mystery traditions, so right through into the sort of Greco-Egyptian period. She was a really important manifestation of the sort of great goddess, who had many names, but one of them was Isis. So you've got a really interesting combination of symbols here, because you've got, the creator, mother goddess, who is also, incidentally, a goddess of magic, and then you've got Osiris, who's like the god of the other world, the god of rebirth.
Which is that?
That's just there. It's quite difficult to see.
This one here.
Behind you see, you've got the scepter of Set, which goes all the way up and down there.
So
and
it's like a sword?
Behind it, just behind it is what's known as the Jed pillar, which is supposed to represent the backbone of Osiris, the god of the other world.
Oh gosh.
And then you've got this symbol of the kind of fierce energy of nature, which can be kind of both, which is very masculine and balances the feminine of Isis, and is kind of both creative and destructive.
Yes, thank
So
you very much,
very,
Joyce.
very complex symbol, that. Very interesting. I think it was you were definitely meant to find that.
Thank you. That's really interesting. So I think it's been a good day, hasn't
It's
it?
been fantastic, actually.
Yeah, it's really great. We've had loads of people here, and the dancing was amazing.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? Having the three, great to have the three Morris groups, because of course they could kind of alternate, because it's really hard work, Morris dancing, isn't it?
Well, the way they were doing it.
And so, yeah.
A lot of movement, and it was quite powerful, wasn't it?
And I think that made it all more effective, didn't it?
Because they came up to us and went, ah! Didn't they?
They did.
And do you close today?
Well, today is the end of our official period of opening, but we're going to be opening weekends through November.
Okay.
I think 12 till 5. Okay. And then we're going to open at the Christmas holiday as well. But then, of course, then we're going to close for this big refurb. This gallery is going to be completely redesigned. So I'm not quite sure Simon is masterminding that, so I'm going to be waiting with some interest to see how that takes shape.
And so you're going to have your first book. It's going to be accepted. This spell book, is it?
Well, I don't know. Troy Books, Troy Books, who did the Steve Patterson's book about Cecil Williamson. Cecil Williamson's notebooks, edited by Steve, with quite a long biography of Cecil as well. They published that, so it might be. It's still early days, but they have expressed an interest.
Good. There's a seed. Good luck with that, Joyce. Thank you very much for your time and all the work you've done here.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank you.
And have a wonderful Celtic New Year.
Same to you.
And may the Great Spirit be with you.
You too.
They call this Iceland thing? It's beautiful, isn't it?
As you wash your hands again in the water in the bowl, say, I wash my hands in this thy dish. O man in the moon, do grant my wish, for I have kissed thee in thy dish. All hail to thee, all hail to thee, new moon. I pray to thee, new moon, before thou growst old, to reveal unto me who my true love shall be.
She put a spell on you. She put a spell on you. She's a witch queen of New Orleans. I know a nipper and he wanna buy voodoo of any kind. She had lotions and potions from the China League, guaranteed to blow your mind. Early one morning that tobacco swamp dew, and it stabbed her with hate in her eye. Well, she never returned to the place I knew. A witch queen never died. Marie, Marie, my voodoo doll. She put a spell on you. Marie, Marie, my voodoo doll. She put a spell on you. Marie, Marie, my voodoo doll. She's a witch queen of New Orleans.
So, shall we go for a drink and celebrate the Celtic New Year, Samhain?
I think so.
That's a good idea. Come
Yeah.
on then.